our buddies at the Masters. They just had a tournament last week. And man, was it ever something. Do you know they sell 70 million a week in branded merch at the Masters? You can't take your phone in there, so there's no cameras. Nobody's taking pictures of stuff. So if you want to preview at the Masters, you have to be there and you have to buy the merch there. They don't sell it online. That's just it. 70 million bucks a week, a year, every year. It's crazy. So Rory won it. That was just fascinating. It was really good. It was really fun to watch. But this merch is insane. It's absolutely insane. The stuff that's out there is polo shirts, 10 or 15 different kinds of polo shirts. And they're fancy. Peter Millar, all kinds of, they're name brand stuff. It's not cheap stuff. They've got caps. They've got these rope caps that go across the brim. Well, they look okay to me. I guess, they don't look great. But they have the little Masters logo on the temple, and they have azalea on the front, or pimento, or amen corner, just different phrases. Another big deal is the Masters gnome. They came out with the gnomes in 2016. This year, the gnome is, I don't know how tall he is. I don't know if he's like a full size 18 inches or anything like that. But this year, the design is him eating a ice cream sandwich, a peach ice cream sandwich. It's in Georgia, peaches, duh. They came up with some corksicle tumblers. That's a name brand. People love corksicles. Tote bags. And you know what? Stuff is not expensive. It's not expensive at all. Another cool thing is John Daly is kind of a controversial figure. He sets up shop down the street in a Hooters, on the patio of a Hooters, and he sells about $800,000 worth of John Daly memorabilia. He hasn't played in the Masters since 2006, but he's been doing this for 20 plus years. The whole thing is crazy how much stuff they do. So I know this is a podcast, so we want to acknowledge that if you're listening to this, you should really log on and watch the video. I've got a link here to the Masters merch hashtag on Instagram. There's over 1,000 photos of different merch things that people bought, whether it's hats, polos, like I said, pillows, handbags, golf balls, of course, jackets, little gnomes. It's just crazy. Christmas ornaments. If you're thinking about stuff for gifts or for business people, I don't know. It's really cool. But you got to be there. Like you said, you got to create scarcity. That's kind of what they've done is they've created scarcity. So you can't walk in with your phone. You can't walk into the tournament with your phone. You can't take pictures of the golfers or of yourself in front of any of the landmarks. You have to walk in naked, I guess. Buy what you can buy. Somebody said on Twitter, on Tuesday, I asked the cashier at the Masters what the highest total, on Tuesday, it runs whatever, Monday to Sunday. On Tuesday, the second day, I asked the cashier at the Masters Golf Shop what the highest total was so far that day. She said it was $12,500. It was 9 a.m. They sell $1 million an hour. $1 million an hour. I don't know how big this golf shop is, but it's got to be the size of a Buc-ee's or two. That's a lot. It's just the volume is incredible. 70 million a year. That's more than the top 20 earners on the tour the whole year. These shirts are awesome. These caddy shirts are awesome. They're just a plain white shirt. It's got the number 25 on the left chest for the year 2025. On the right chest, it's got the little Masters logo. On the back, it's got the word Masters, and it's on a piece of fabric, kind of like a caddy uniform. It's kind of a cool thing. If you go to eBay, you got to be careful if you're going to buy some of this stuff because a lot of it's bootleg. A lot of it's illegal, counterfeit, whatever. But if you go to eBay, I'm searching for completed listings that were sold. And this is as of today is April 16th, Wednesday. The Masters was over Sunday. So 3 days later. So these are things that have actually sold. A polo shirt that probably cost 80 or $100, but sold for $191.84. Another one that sold for $210. A sweatshirt for $100, a cap for $90. Those things only cost like $30, $35. Another one for $100. Sunglasses for $80. A mini gnome for $90. I don't know the size of that. And then the bigger gnome, I think I saw one on here. That's another mini gnome for $105. There's another one on here, mini gnome for $120. There's one in here that said full size gnome, $335. Are you kidding me? That's a lot of bread. $335. 4XL green quarter zip, $275. Tote bag, $42.95. That's got just a bunch of different iconic umbrellas, drinks, all that kind of stuff, photos, pictures on it. A shoe bag for $73. More caps for $85, $90, $100. Another gnome for $300. Oh, best offer accepted. So he took it for less than $300. That sold on April 16th. That was just, when was that? That was today. There's tons of value in this resale stuff, but you got to make sure you don't get burned, get the wrong stuff. Now here's the next thing. You want to know how valuable this stuff is? There was this dude that worked there at the Masters in the warehouse. Between 2009 and 2022, he stole $5 million worth of stuff. He got it out of the warehouse somehow. He sent it to his buddies in Florida. They put it online to sell it. Anyway, last month he got popped, or he got found guilty. He's got to do a year in jail, and he's got to pay back $3.5 million restitution. Now, he stole $5 million, but he's only got to pay back $3.5 million. That's a pretty good deal. He spent the money on $370,000 to buy 5 vehicles and a motorboat, $160,000 for Disney vacations. He spent $600 building a house. He spent $32,000 at Louis Vuitton. I know, it's crazy, but he got popped and he's in jail. Crime doesn't pay. There's his mug right there online. His name is Richard Glabinski of Georgia, pleading guilty, transporting stolen golf merchandise from Augusta National Golf Club on Wednesday. Oh, I thought it was last month. It was last year. Oh, geez. Well, I wonder why the story just came out. It just was posted March 19th. Anyway, interesting. That's fine. That dude's been in jail. He's probably almost out by now. There you go. Live to fight another day. That's all I have for this one, y'all. Thanks for watching, y'all. YouTube's going to show you one more video. Sorry. How's it? Over here? It's over here. Thanks for watching, y'all. YouTube's going to show you 2 more videos right here. Pick one of those. What a mess. What a deal. And